Hello everyone, my name is Luis Salcido, and today I will be giving a presentation on the creation of stellar black holes. In the beginning, there was nothing. Then suddenly there was everything. During the early years of the universe, everything was in chaos. Everything was closer together, and everything was bigger, more violent. From this chaos, dense singularities thousands of times bigger than our own sun formed and grew into supermassive black holes at the center of every galaxy. From these black holes then arose nebulae, star systems, planets, and eventually us. Black holes are some of the most fascinating stellar objects in our universe, breaking every law of physics, or at least the ones that we know of. Despite so much curiosity surrounding these magnificent beasts, we can really only theorize about how black holes are created, especially the giant supermassive black holes at the center of every galaxy. Early on in our universe, everything was chaotic, nothing made sense, especially the formation of early black holes. The supermassive black holes at the center of every galaxy were more than likely formed during this time. Scientists theorize that dense clouds of gas got closer and closer together, creating super dense singularities that couldn't sustain their shape, and eventually formed into black holes. As more and more black holes formed, the surrounding area was not enough to maintain them all. So, they began to feed and absorb each other, creating bigger and bigger black holes. These supermassive black holes grew to such an incredible size, they were able to hold entire star systems with their gravity, creating galaxies. However, as time went on and the universe expanded, these supermassive giants lay mainly dormant within their galaxies. Now, they hold billions of planets and stars in place with their gravity alone. We are now 13.8 billion years past the Big Bang, and the conditions of everything have certainly changed from back then, including how black holes form now. The basic principle holds true. Dense singularities can't hold their shape, and a black hole is formed. However, how modern black holes are created differ from these early supermassive holes. Every gas in the universe that created early black holes have dissipated, creating no region with enough gas to create dense singularities. Now, black holes are formed from violent explosions of giant red stars. As a giant red star goes through its life cycle, it must eventually die. As the star dies, a core ends up expanding outwards, where it can either explode in what is known as a supernova, or its core could become dense enough as it's expanding and implode on itself, creating a dense singularity in a black hole. I remember when I was younger coming across a video explaining how black holes are formed from these exploding stars, and I was worried our sun would turn into one. Luckily, our sun isn't nearly big enough so it will never happen. People used to think that black holes were immortal, gigantic permanents within the universe, but they have a life cycle. They are created, they grow, and they die. Every black hole will eventually reach its end, from the small ones to the supermassive ones. They will all reach their inevitable conclusion. According to Stephen Hawking, black holes will radiate its mass out and die in what is known as Hawking radiation. As the energy radiates out of the black hole, it will eventually get smaller and smaller until it eventually gives out with a sizzle. So these once giants born from violence will die out with no bang, and since they live for so long, no one will be there to witness their end. When I learned that black holes will die too, like everything else does, I felt it was quite poetic. Nothing is eternal, so let's make the most of everything while it's still here. Black holes form either from chaotic messes early on in the universe's lifespan, or from dying stars later on, and they will all eventually reach their end. These mind-bogglingly beautiful mysteries of space still have much to be discovered. Hopefully, one day we won't be theorizing their existence and just state all of the facts that we know about them. Don't you hope so too? Thank you.